Learning every build Tejana style. Alright. Dallas, what are you doing? I think I got everything we need now for this. Huh? What are you jollying about? Oh! Welcome back to Jack of all trades, master of none. It's your host, Tejana style. Don't hold it against me. Alright, well welcome back. Today, 'tis the season. Obviously, it is the Christmas season, so that means it's getting chilly. So, today our video is going to be about winterizing your RV. So we have a 2019 Jayco J-Flight, which we're going to be winterizing. So I've collected the stuff that I'm going to need. So I need a drill, a flashlight, and I have 2 gallons of antifreeze right here. But we're not going to get started in here. We'll get started outside because we need to open up the pressure valve and drain the hot water heater first. So let's get this build started. Alright, so as you can see on here, our hot water heater is in the back end of the camper. And you need, this one calls for a 15/16 socket. We're going to take the plug out, but before we do that, I'm going to release the pressure off the pressure valve. I don't have no water, so that's a good thing. But I had drained the low point drains at one point. So let's get this up in here. It's kind of awkward, but it will go up in there. And you just want to pull that plug out. There was a little bit of water in there. So, I like to set my plug right here so that it'll be there when I'm ready to de-winterize it. And we're going to let that drain. Alright? And then we'll go back inside. So, I'm going to show you here. I was hearing water around the side. So, I had my low point drains open. And as you can see, it's draining out of there too. So we'll let this all drain, and again then we'll get started on the inside, but I'm gonna let it all drain first so that I can close the low point drain so that we don't get antifreeze out here on the ground. So we'll give that a few minutes, let it do that, and then we'll get inside and start turning valves and get ready to put in the antifreeze. Right, so we're back inside. Yes, Dallas is just chilling in here. And actually really just chilling, because it is chilly. But, anyway. Oh yeah, he's got his Christmas shirt on. He says he puts the cool in Christmas. That you do, Dallas. I like it. But anyway, back to this. So, now the pump and the hose is under the sink. Let me see if I can turn you around a little bit so you can see from here. And that's where we want to get, is down there. And I like to pull the panel off down there. So that's where my drill comes in handy. So I'm going to pull, there is one screw for that panel. And the pump will be right behind that with the hose. So let's do this. So maybe you can see right here, there's a little valve that this hose, the clear hose, is the pump hose that we're going to pump it in. So I want to open up that valve. So when you open them up, they should line up with the hose. Alright, there's no other valves to be opened or closed, it looks like. It looks like we are to be all good. So the next step is we have to go shut off and bypass the water heater because you do not want antifreeze to get in your water heater. So I'll show you where that is in just a second. Alright, Alright, so now back here in our bunks, this mattress has to be removed, and I have to pick this up and crawl in there to bypass the water heater. So we're going to get all that moved. Maybe I can get Dallas to help, but I doubt it. Look at him. Now he's got his feet propped up, just chillaxing, watching somebody else do the work. So here we go. We're going to move this stuff, get in there, bypass the water heater, and then we're going to start pumping our antifreeze in. Alright, so seeing as we couldn't get Dallas to help me, my lovely wife is going to help me. She's going to hold up the hatch while I bypass the water heater. If I can crawl in this little cubby here. Honey! Oh! I barely touched that thing. It can be fixed. Oh. I don't need the flashlight. I got this. It's right there on the counter. Too tight in here. You're good, you can talk, I don't care. Oh. What is this? There's one. It covers that. This is a very nice video. Thank you for watching. But anyway, the two valves are way back there. This is not a very conducive place to get. Let's see if I can get out of here without breaking anything else that I have to repair. Here, hold the last line. Oh, Dave. All right. Hey. Ow, that was a nail in my butt. Sorry about that. I would show y'all, but I ain't getting back in there again. Might have to censor that. So now we're ready to put the pump on. We'll get to that. Alright, so that was pretty exciting. Sorry about that. But that little spot is very small, but you have a valve for the hot water and a valve. You have to look for the one for the hot water. It's a little up further. The valve for the cold water is right there, and what you want to do is just shut it off where none of the antifreeze gets into the hot water heater. I put everything back, as you can see, after busting up a few little small things. But so now what I want to tell you, what I'm going to do before I start pumping the antifreeze in, is I'm going to take out the drain plug on this one because I don't want to get everything on it. And then we're going to go in here in the bathroom and the door won't stay open. And I'm going to try to get the shower curtain out of the way and try to get as close to the drain as I can. I'll bring the shower head down to run the water so we don't get pink stuff everywhere. And we've got a little towel holder here, so I'm going to put the shower curtain in that. And also, I take out the little plug for the sink just because the pink just gets all over everything if you're not careful. This way it just drops right into the drain. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start. See if you can see that. I'm going to open up this antifreeze right here. We're going to stick the hose in it. And of course you have to make sure that your power's on. Obviously, you know that mine is because the lights are running. Because the pump runs off power. I know that sounds really dumb, but there is reasons why there's warnings and instructions. So once you have the hose in your pump, you can turn on the water in here. And I'm going to turn this pump on. You can see it automatically starts sucking up. So there is the cold water. You're going to let it run for a minute, get everything out. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the hot water. And what you want to do is make sure that you get pink out of there. And you want to let it run for a few seconds because you want to get some in that P-trap so that it doesn't freeze in there. And obviously we were running in the bathroom already. That's why I went through a gallon that fast. So I'm going to open the next gallon. We're going to finish up with the shower and outside. Let's go ahead and do this. I like to make sure the outside shower is done too. So I've opened it up. Yep. We got that. And then also your city connection. I take out the little screen so that, and we leave something open so that we can just push it out just a little bit. Turn the pump off! Want to make sure you have a little bit there. Alright. And then I'll replace that screen. And we're done. I'm just going to close this baby up and always leave all the valves like they are so that I don't make a mistake when I come back to de-winterize it, because it's got to be washed out before we bypass that water heat, unbypass the water heater again. So thank you for subscribing. Tell your friends. Thank all of you new subscribers. Until next time, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from Tejana Style. Don't hold it against me. Just thought I was gone, but I forgot. Sorry. Was in a hurry trying to get done before the rain. But I had to go back in. You want to make sure you do the toilet too. And then you always leave some in the toilet to keep the seal in there moist and keep from cracking and drying out in the winter. So, again, another successful build with the Tejana Style. Don't hold it against me. Till next time.